Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the class of biology on the fascinating world of biology. In this lecture, we will discuss about this generalized structure of cell in animal cells and in plant cells. And here we main purpose is our to discuss and improve the reading skills of weak learner student. I hope this lecture is very useful for those students which are weak in reading skill. Now let's start to discuss about the generalized structure of cell. Structure of a generalized cell. Structure of a cell can be studied under light microscope as well as electron microscope. The modern technology enables us to isolate various components of cell including its organelles by a process of cell fractions and study the structures and functions in detail. During cell fractions, the tissues are homogenized or disrupted with special instruments, and various parts of cells are separate by density gradients centrifugations. This separation is achieved by spinning homogenized or disrupted cells in a special medium in a centrifuge at medium. The various cellular parts separate out in different layers depending upon the weight. A cell consists of following basic components: plasma membrane, also a cell wall in plant cell; cytoplasm containing cell organelles; nucleus with nuclear or chromatin material. In the traditional system of classifications, all organisms are divided into plant and animal cell. And look at these two structures. First one, structures of animal cells, and second one, structures of plant cells. Here we also see the structure of animal cell, electron microscope structure of an animal cell. Look at these structures and round shaped of cell of animal cell. These round structure is called lysosomes are present, and this structure is called centriole, and this structure, thread-like structure, is called flagellum. Not in most plant cells, these flagellum, centriole, lysosome are not present in plant cell. And here we look the tube-like structure is called Golgi apparatus. And this boundary wall is called plasma membrane, and the central part of the cell is called nucleus. This round shaped structure is called nucleus, and around the nucleus tube-like structure plates are called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough means is this endoplasmic reticulum, small dots of ribosome called rough endoplasmic reticulum. This round-shaped tiny structure is called ribosomes, and this tube-like structure is called endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth means here not all present on ribosome, and this round structure is called peroxisome, and this structure is called bean-like structure is called mitochondria. And the most important things of about mitochondria, these are called powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria, the powerhouse of cell. And this thread-like structure is called microtubules, microfilaments, thread-like structure, cytoskeleton. And this jelly-like structure inside the outer wall body is called cytoplasm. Now we look at the structures of electron microscopic structure of a plant cell. And the central part of plant cell is also called nucleus, and tube-like structure is present around the nucleus is called rough endoplasmic reticulum, and these structure dotted like structures called ribosomes, and this tube-like structure is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and thread-like structure tube-like structures apparatus called Golgi apparatus, and inside the cytoskeleton, and in cytoskeleton thread-like structure is called microtubule, and the microtubules is in thread-like structure microfilaments, and the outermost boundary or called cell wall, and these structures of plant animal is called central vacuoles are not present in animal cell, and these class is called green part structure of cell is called chloroplast, not in animal cells. Cell wall, central vacuole, chloroplast are not present in animal cell. Peroxisomes, and this bean-like structure is also called mitochondria, and here mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and these are called plasma membrane. Here we discuss about differentiations between animal cell and plant cell. Now we discuss about the structure of plasma membrane. Unit membrane. These upper parts of this structure is called globular proteins, and dotted structures are called globular protein, hydrophilic zone, hydrophobic zones, hydrophilic zone, and these are the parts of plasma membrane. Plasma membrane or cell membrane is the outermost boundary of the cell. However, in most plant cells, it is covered by cell wall. Cell membrane is chitin composed lipids and proteins. 60 to 80% are protein, while 20 to 40% are lipid. Additional, there are small quantity of carbohydrates. And here look at the structures of fluid mosaic model. Fluid mosaic model, and fibers of the extracellular matrix, glycoprotein, carbohydrates, filaments of the cytoskeleton, carbohydrates, and here are present phospholipids, and here are present yellow like structure called cholesterols, and these dark pink color is called protein. Function of the cell membrane. Transport of material is one of the vital roles it plays for the cell. It offers a barrier between the cell contents and their environment, allowing only selective substances to pass through it. Thus, it is known as differentially permeable or selectively permeable membrane. The substances which are lipid soluble cross it more easily than others. Therefore, it regulates the flow of materials and ions to maintain a definite gradient. Many small gas molecules, water, glucose, being neutral, can easily cross, while ions, being charged particles, have some difficulty in crossing. Many substances which are not needed constantly enter the cell by passive transport. Others are taken up. I hope this lecture is very useful for those students which are slightly weak in reading skill. Now we will meet in our next time with a new topic and interesting characters of the biology. Thank you so much for listening this lecture.